And good evening, guys, and welcome once again to TeeBee's Sunday Soul Show, which should be going live on YouTube very shortly. Let's hope it does. I'll just make sure everything's working okay. That's it, it's just coming up. Now, can't believe all these stupid messages today. And but I'll just give everybody a little few seconds to get on. Fluff Johnson's there, I see, and let everybody find the live chat up in the top right hand corner, and then we'll get into some sounds. Trudy Lampkins is there, and we have another great show for you tonight on YouTube tonight, guys. And the good thing about YouTube is that hopefully it lasts more than 8 minutes the last time. If it doesn't, and it cuts me off again for some strange reason, then I will just go back to the good old Facebook. That's the way we've got to do it, mate, guys. So I'm sorry about that. Good evening, Matthew Miller. Robert Furness is there. I'm just slowly getting you all through. Stuart Carr, evening TAM, and all you lovely soulies out there. So just remember, guys, we're on YouTube tonight, and you're allowed to share. As you can see, there'll be a share option on your YouTube page that you're watching the show, so you can just share that to Facebook, and then any of your friends and family who want to watch the show, they can just tune in through Facebook. So that's the easy thing. As I said, good evening, Tracy Redmond Husbands, and Karen O'Callaghan's here as well. And as I say, if it shuts me down or something happens with the YouTube stream, which I have no control over, then I'll just have to switch back to the good old Facebook, but I will let you know. It's just to give you a wee heads up. Right, we're going to start with the music. Let's go, Tommy. I've picked a few early tunes myself tonight, and I'm going to kick off with the great sound of Lou Ragland, a little number called Understand Each Other. Let me know how the stream's going, guys, if you can hear everything okay, and it's all looking good your end. Thank you. Hi, Stephen Whitehead. Andy Robinson.
Time is not the answer for people.
Hi, Andy Robinson.
In the world today. To miss you.
Karen's got the headphones on. Watching Doctor Who.
I know it's wrong.
Evening, Ben Kemper over there, Jethro.
If I had the power, there's nothing I wouldn't do to have you understand me, baby. Like I understand you. Understand me, baby.
Thank you, Andy.
Like a stranger with no communication, lost in a crowded
Evening, Julie Baxter. Ian Hadlington's in the house.
lost in a ball of confusion.
Get me on your TV.
Caught between, baby,
We're picking up.
and around. It makes no
Good evening,
difference.
Stephen and Susan Ellis.
Whether this might be on you. We're in this world together, baby. Help me, and I'll help you.
Evening, Matt Hughes.
Understand each other. Understand, baby. Say try, oh baby. Ooh, alright.
I'm back, everybody.
When you lose, we're gonna stay in the first if you got to I'm understanding, but we'll
I'm here.
as long as
I'll be behind the seat. Start the night off. Yeah, I thought I'd have a little game of hide and seek just to start the night off. No, I was trying to do something on my iPad there and I kind of muffed it up and then I lost the picture and everything, so I'm sorry about that, guys, but as you know, I'm still messing about with a lot of things here. But that was one for me, and that was a great sound of Lou Ragland and Understand Each Other. Next up, here's another one from me, Mr. Jimmy Helms. That's the title. Evening, Captain. Evening, Mark Hill. Trudy Lumpkins.
In my life I've had a time.
Carol Cameron.
Had to fight for what was mine, and I don't intend
Sean Gillian,
to
how you
lose
doing
my
there?
crown. But every time I look at you and the beautiful things you do, every single nerve in my body says hold it down. So now I'm thinking about the feeling right like what must be.
I don't know about the good drill.
Didn't you know that you
Good evening, Eileen Beckle.
to me?
Richard People, how you doing? Angela Young, can I have it?
Put my finger on you, the puppet thing, and I pull the string.
Like that. Evening, guys, how you doing?
Gotta feel deep inside that I need you by your smile.
Evening, Paul Smith,
Things
on
will
the
change in a little while, 'cause I never say a thing I mean that don't come. Surely you know that you belong to me. Down I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Make you an offer you can't refuse. My finger on can't refuse. My finger on you.
Yeah, I'm going to busy or the reason why, but I've not changed anything here. So hopefully that sorts its soul sounds. And this week he has chosen Frankie Beverly and Maze, and it's a little number called What Goes Up. You'll see me switching my sweet screen to that tonight. I'm still getting used to it.
You know everything you do has a reaction in kind. What you give is what you get.
I can't do that about bumping guys. I don't know how to solve that problem myself. If I can.
If you
Maybe
hurt
solve it, I don't know.
someone, it's fair to say sooner or later it's coming back your way. You can't play games without any risk. Better beware and remember this. What don't come must come down. No, the things you do come back around.
this. Dilly Dilly from Man Beach Street.
People get what they deserve most of the time anyway.
Moving on, what's working till 11 o'clock.
Sometimes you win, but you could
Really good, mate.
lose. That's the life.
I wouldn't touch anything. Keep it on.
If it
Good
ain't
evening,
worth
Ruth Claire. How you doing? How's Chris?
gonna be too long as you live, and you know it's true. But don't must come down. Talk to me about the things you do. Come back around. I know, 'cause I'm far what goes up must come down.
It must come down.
Like the sunshine, turn the light.
Looking good on YouTube.
Sometimes let them be know that it'll go
I love the tunes that Ben sends in. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Robert. Sounding good out there in YouTube land. Come on.
to know what you do.
Come on.
Got to know what you're doing. Must come down.
Hi, Teresa Brown, also known as Rachel O'Brien from Asbury. You and your food, mate. Can't afford it. Yeah, another great record. I love the records that my good friend Bernd Kemper from Germany sends in. Some great two-step soul. Just love it. Uzi's funk and soul. Oh ho, the workers home. And next up we have another one from me. This is Charles Montgomery. And I don't think I'll do that anymore. Stream looks a lot better now, guys, so fingers crossed it's all going well. If it keeps freezing, I can't do nothing about it.
Why don't you stop and look me over? Am I the same girl you used to know?
Why aren't you actually pouring my drink?
Why don't you stop
Hey,
and
Johnny.
think it over? Am I the same girl who you had so?
Get on your phone, John. Yeah, I've seen the chance slowing down a bit there, Tracy, but it's all back to working order now. Let's hope it stays there. Hi, Karen Duke, how you doing? Right, dancing in the Bronx. In the Bronx, not the Bronx. Probably wishes he was the Bronx. I'll have a flame with that last week.
Why don't you stop and
Yeah, the great Barbara Eklund, and Am I the Same Girl? Next up, one from me again. I just thought I'd pick some nice mellow tunes to start off, just to kick the show off this tonight. And next up is Archie Bell and the Drells with a little number, I Could Dance All Night If I'm in the Bronx. And my name's Mike Dunn. Hi Pete Harley. Hi Soldier, how you doing, mate? Good evening, Annette Sherlock.
Cheers everybody.
Oh, Georgie's got her beer as well.
Oh, I could dance all night. If they only let me, I could
Thank you, Michael
dance
Bell.
all night. 'Cause music really helped me, I could dance all night. If they let me dance. See those kids on that Soul Train show. Man, those
Where's
kids
my good friend,
really let go.
Steve Denman?
I could learn the way they do their thing. How can I if I don't ever get a chance? I could dance all night.
David Stewart, Con, Sharon will be home to happy.
All night, I could dance all night.
She phoned me and told me she.
If they let me dance. See those kids on that
Good evening, Karen Cotter, how you doing? Still got a hangover?
dancing seems to be all they know. They get down, but so can I. Let me dance, dancing makes me feel alive. I could have danced all night. If they only let me, I could dance all night. The music really helped me. Oh, I could dance all night. Oh, let me, I could dance all night. The music really helps me. I could dance all night. Let me, I could dance all night. I could dance, baby. Dance me, I could dance all night. Dance all night. They only let me dance all night. Dance all night. The music, I could dance all night. Move me. They only let me, I could dance all night. Get down. Oh, yeah. I could dance all night. They only let me.
Yeah, another great tune from Archie Bell and the Drells, and I Could Have Danced All Night. Just to fill you in, guys, we are now live on YouTube, and it seems to be working a lot better, and thanks for your feedback. As usual, we have the 3 before 8 on the show tonight, and we have Jethro's Trigger tune. And just to let you know, if anything happens with the YouTube stream, what I'll do is I'll just fall back right onto the Facebook, go back to the old Facebook if the stream goes down or anything happens. But it seems to be working okay now, so fingers crossed. Let's hope everything goes okay tonight. The buffering, I believe, is now stopped, and people are managing to get on okay and find the live chat. And I know the live chat's a little bit slow, but we've just got to put up with those things at the moment. We can't do nothing about it. Next up, another fantastic request. It's been a long time since I heard this record. From 1977, the sound of Stevens and Foster, and I Want to Be Love, sent in by my good friend Susan Ellis. You can switch me to the big screen if you feel you'll see me better. Evening, Ian Wright. Is that Julie Wrights, man? Oh, this is Julie. She just told me. Evening, Karen Gale.
Yeah.
Dimples. Channel 7673. People with smart TVs. I'll mention it, what a tune. Thank you for sending that in, Susan Ellis. The great sound of Stevens and Foster from 1977, and I Want to Be Loved. Just a little mention, well it's a big mention, from my good friend Soldier Ma, and Soldier was at the Pennycook Soul All Days yesterday. There's only, this event is only held twice in the year, and it's run by my good friend Tosh, as a lot of you probably know, little David Thompson, and it's a fantastic event up here in Scotland. If you ever get the chance to come up, I think he does them in October and February, I think it is. But if you ever get the chance to come up to the Pennycook Soul All Day in Pennycook, it's bring your own booze. It's a fantastic day and you'll meet some lovely people. So Soldier would just like to thank Tosh and all the DJs last night for a fantastic night at Pennycook. Next up is, Susan had her request, now we've got Stephen's request. Mr. Jackie Wilson. You're allowed to dance in the kitchen. Put the TV on. You're welcome, Susan.
Happens every time I look into your eyes. I can almost see into your heart. Oh, how can I explain when time and time again it starts? It only happens.
You're welcome, Stephen.
When I look at you. It only happens when I look at you. Wonder if you know the things I'm going through. Can you see my life depends on you? I get stronger every day. Believe me when I say it's true.
On fire, Karen.
It only happens
Thank you, Eddie.
when I look at you. It only happens when I look at you. say I'm gonna get to you someday. It's true.
Makes you love Bobby Brooks, just so you all know. And it only happens when I look at you from 1976, which was sent in by my good friend George Ellis. Next up, another great request from Michael Harrison. And Michael has requested the Broadways. And you just don't know, TeeBee on a Sunday night with 3 hours of show. Back with the Harrier access. Thank you, Bert. And You Just Don't Know, sent in by Michael Harrison. Wee Kim Jackman's back. She can pick the tunes. Here we go. Joanne Garrett and A Whole New Plan. Nice one, Kim.
Decided on a whole new
Yeah, the great sound of Joanne Garrett and A Whole New Plan. It's sent my good friend Kim Jackman. Class tune. I know she can pick them, that girl. Next up, Mr. Mark Isles, who I had the pleasure of DJing with down at the Little Black Pug last week. And his good double-decker partner, Annette Mohan. Not Charlotte, Mohan. Annette Charlotte was the birthday girl on the evening. 21 she was. And my good friend Mark Isles has picked Gladys Knight and the Pips and Baby Don't Change Your Mind. Baby Don't Change Your Mind, sent in by my good friend Mark Ells from the Double Deckers and the G5 Soul Club down there in Blackpool. Right guys, just to let you know that as we're doing it from YouTube tonight, you can share. I'm sure somewhere on the YouTube link there is a share option, whereas you can share the link to Facebook to let other people maybe join in through Facebook. Because if they're having any problems getting onto YouTube or they haven't subscribed, I don't know what the situation is. If you don't subscribe, I don't know if you're able to go in the chat. I think you have to subscribe to go into the chat, I'm not sure. But I just want to help everybody find their way round about what happens, and then everybody can get on and it all works well and everybody's happy. Next up, my good friend Keith Ross from down there in Whitehaven, I think he lives, has sent in one of my favourite tracks. It's one of yours too, first choice, from the 70s. You're welcome, Kim. Yes, you can, Carol. Share it to your timeline, guys. Voice and Smarty Pants, sent in by Keith Ross, great track from the 1970s. Next up, another fantastic request from a good friend Robert Furness, and Robert has requested the beautiful Tammy Terrell. And all I do is think about you. Every one of you. Thank you, Nick. Just keep sharing, guys. Facebook can't do nothing. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Andy.
Getting to be all that matters to me. And let me tell you more. I hope and pray each day I live.
Yeah, see that thing?
All I have to give. A little more love that's devoted and true. 'Cause all I do is think about you. Oh, baby.
Welcome, Robert.
And by some chance, girl, you've really been trying to find. And let me tell you, boy, think of all exciting it would be
Hey, you can.
if you should discover you felt like me.
Tammy sent it well.
If you should discover this dream is for two. I'm gonna tell you, boy, I light a candle every day.
That's successful, like that.
Always feel this way and pray that our love will forever be new. 'Cause all I do is think about you. Oh, baby.
Figure out the Smarty Pants you meant, right?
I'm gonna tell you, boy, if I can't have you for my own, I'd rather be lonely and all alone. I'd rather keep thinking the way that I do. 'Cause all I do is think about you.
Thank you, Bill.
All I do is think about you.
Hey, all Tammy does is think about me. I love that. She probably thinks about a lot of other people. Well, it's a shame because Tammy Terrell, as a lot of you all know, died very young, and it was very, very sad. She was a beautiful young lady. Next up, stay with the Motown. Sharon Lewis Carr. Oh no, she'll not be home yet. She'll have to watch it and catch up. Great sound of Junior Walker and the All Stars. Kate me, girl, I'm ready. So what's the song about, Juliet? Say it again, Sam. Jethro's still there. You checked over the I'm just so sad that Sharon is at work at the time. She doesn't finish till 8:30, so it's a shame, but she'll have to watch it back and catch up. Another good thing about the YouTube link is it automatically, after the show, goes onto my YouTube page. So anybody that wants to watch it on catch up, if they just go onto my channel, my YouTube channel, they can watch it any day of the week. So that was Junior Walker and the All Stars and Take Me Girl, I'm Ready, from my good friend Sharon Lewis Caw, who we will have a fantastic night down at Cinnamon Brow Soul Barn on the 16th of February. And thanks guys for all your comments and information about you all coming to Cinnamon Brow on the 16th of February. I'm putting a list together of all the people that are going, especially the G&T Club and everything like that, just to give Addy some numbers, because he's going to open up a second room and we're going to have a fantastic night down there. 16th of February next year, Cinnamon Brow, Warrington. Be there. Next up, sent in by Anne-Marie Gallia and The Whispers. Make It With You. Evening, Russell.
Hey, have you ever tried really reaching out on the other side? I may be climbing on rainbows, but baby, dreams are for those who sleep. Life is for us to keep. If you're wondering what this song is leading to, I wanna make it with you, yeah. Still I wanna make it with you, baby. I wanna make it, I got to make it. Hey, I wanna make it with you, baby. Because we belong together. I know we can make it, girl. No, you don't know me well. Every little thing only time will tell. If you believe the things that I do, then we'll see it through. Life is short and long. Love can be right along. If I chose
You're welcome, Enki.
to see me through,
And you don't get the live chat.
I wanna make it with you, yeah. Sit on
Keep it singing,
with
Kelly.
you, baby.
Good evening, Denise Appleton Summer.
I wanna make it with you, girl.
Bluetooth. Nobody gone.
I wanna make it with you, baby. Sit we belong together.
In the box.
I'm gonna be so happy, baby. I know I can't dream for those who sleep. Life is for us to keep. If you believe the things that I do, we're gonna
sound of the Whispers there, sent in by Anne-Marie Gallia, and a little number called Make It With You. Come to that part of the show, we're a little bit later than usual, and it's 3 before 8. And this young lady has been here since day one. Her name is Tracy Redmond Husbands, and she goes digging every Sunday with her partner, I believe, and hunting for treasures in fields. And she found some good treasures today. That was very nice, Tracy. But it's also her turn to pick her 3 before 8. And she sent me in 3 tracks, fantastic tracks. So, as I say guys, they're from Tracy, not me. So thank Tracy for the tunes. Here's number 1. And it's the sound of the Andantes, who were a Motown backing vocal group. And this is their version of I Heard It Through the Grapevine. This is number 1 on Tracy's 3 before 8. The secret soul lover in it. Should come to the big Sky event in the place. Jethro met these ladies in Detroit. Fantastic. The sound of the Andantes, and I heard it through the grapevine, their version, which is like an orchestral version. Very, very nice. I love that. Thank you very much, Tracy. That was number 1 from Tracy's 3 before 8. Next up, it's Wally Compass. Number 2 from TRH. And This Man. Time to dance. Sorry, Steve, my better. Steve, you have yours now, baby. I beat baby.
But you won't give me your heart, little girl. Not that you don't want me around. shoes. I wanna be you. Take all I can have. But this man wants you. This man needs you. This man loves you, baby. Give him a chance. This man wants you. This man needs you. This man loves you. Give him a chance. Some of the best thing, baby.
Sorry about that. It's TeeBee.
Oh, but I'm willing, darling, yeah, to make that sacrifice. Willing, take a chance. Oh yeah, try for a lasting romance. This man wants you. This man needs you. This man loves you, baby. Give him a chance. This man wants you. This man needs you. This man loves you. Give him a chance. Baby, yeah, oh yeah. Tell me, babe, why can't I be your man? Everybody needs somebody, and this old saying is true. Oh, but I didn't want nobody, baby, till I laid eyes on you. Oh, you gave me hope for a better life. Now that I found you, everything is alright. This man wants you. This man needs you. This man loves you. Give him a chance. This man wants you. This man needs you. This man loves you. Give him a chance. This man wants you. This man needs you. This man loves you.
Produced by James Sandler.
This man wants you. I want you. This man, baby.
Not this time, that was live. Yeah, the great Wally Cox sang This Man Needs You. That was number 2 from TRH and our 3 before 8. Next up is our final track, and it's a track that I hadn't heard for a long time. Maybe I've heard it before, but it was pretty new to me. And as I say, guys, the 3 before 8, I choose a male 1 week, a female the next week, and they send me the PM me the 3 before 8, and I put on the show at 10 to 8 on a Sunday. And because they took part in the 3 before 8, I then send them out. I think I've got Tracy's here somewhere. I send them out 3 free CDs, and I've got all these lovely little black pug stickers that I'm sending out to you as well for to stick on your car. So next week it'll be a male, so it could be you. Right, back to TRH's 3 before 8. This is a number 3. Don't thank me, thank Tracy. This is the sound of the Righteous Brothers brand, and it's called Rat Race. Good evening, Julie Holsworth. Wow, the Righteous Brothers Band with Rat Race. And that was TRH's 3 Before 8, better known as Tracy Redmond Husbands. Thank you for sending them in, Tracy. Your CDs will be posted out tomorrow and you'll have your little van sticker as well. Next week I'll be one of you guys. Next up, my good friend Fluff Johnson from Dumfries sent in the great Dionne Warwick and the Spinners with a little number called Then Came You. Dancing chin. Oh, she's in.
Ever since I met you, seems I can't forget you. The thought of you keeps running through the back of my mind.
I know from Linda Murphy.
Every time I'm near you,
Want me to join the show?
I get that urge to feel you. Just touching you and loving you makes everything right. Tell me how you feel, baby. Never knew love before. Then came you, then came you.
We're hearing the lights come on.
I never knew love before.
And no interruptions. Wow!
Then came you, then came you.
Hi, Billy Baxter.
Now that I have found you, how did I live without you? I don't know, plain to see.
Mark featuring me. If you want
All I
her,
need to satisfy me.
send me the money and I'll send you a sticker.
I'm so darn proud of you. I wanna sing about you. All the love you made the road by touching my hand. Oh, I never knew love before. Then came you, then came you. I never knew
And
love
that's your feet in the
before.
house, Ben. Yes.
Then came you.
Oh, you guys are like today's amazing. Next one, Karen. One more in the car. Josie says hi, Jim. Hello, Julie. You're Ian right for the evening. Next one, Dave. Oh, Martin, tough for dancing in the kitchen. Good evening, Beverly Walker. Good evening, Diane May. Yeah, we sang with Dionne Warwick and the Spinners. And then came you, sent in by my good friend Fluff Johnson. Next up, another good request. Karen Dupe sent in the Dinells. The Dinells. Calling me. Keep sharing to your timelines, guys. Let everybody know we're here. We're on YouTube. And it's a lot better.
Little bug, if you want a little hug, call on me.
I was thinking that, Robert.
I'm willing to please. Hello, I said the problem is
Send me your 3 Before 8, Robert, for this. You're on next week.
please. Oh, oh, oh,
TAM. And calling me, sent in by Karen Duke. Next up, my good friend Don Martin. Gutted he missed a little black bug, but there'll be other times because we have got something in the planning for the G&T 100 Club for an exclusive night at the Little Black Bug. I'm in talks at the moment. I'll keep you informed. Don Martin sent in the great Martha Reeves, and there's no one there. Me and Don Martin. Cheers for that, Andy.
I wait footsteps that I know will never come.
Stop moaning, ladies.
I fix a meal for two.
It's a better stream.
But the table set for one.
Keep clapping, John.
As I tell myself,
You're welcome, Don.
the only sounds I hear. The future is hard to see when you're looking through a tree.
Julie Wright's request coming next.
Some coffee to lunch with no cream to your chair, and I find no one there, no one there, no one there for me, darling, no one there. I'll have your number, but I don't complete the call. Is that you at the door? No, just the wind outside is on. Cars that use the driveway
Stroke your voice, baby.
just to turn around. Talking to an emptiness makes such a lonely song. Lying in my darkening with the long to share, and
November, the Wrights are back.
no one there.
There's a big weekend on at Blackpool in November.
Won't you help
Going to
me?
Little Black Bug. I won't be there, sorry.
No one there for me, hon.
It's an any your fault, you know what? I'm very good with Thank you, Captain.
And you can touch me in the night. Kisses that kept me warm. Arms that held me tight. The memory of your loving soul I search for everywhere. No one there. No one there. Won't you help me now? No one there. No one
That's what better than if you have any show me. That's my son-in-law, Frankie Valli. The good supporter of the Long Soul Scene. Next up is another great request from my good friend over there in the Pyrenees. Her name tonight is actually Ian Wright, and that's her husband's name. But they run a multi-sport thing over there with cycling. And She supports the show from a long, long time ago. And this is her request. It's the sound of the Precisions and My Lover. What's it called again? My Lover, Come Back. Julie Wright, not Ian. Evening, Sally Moe. Very happy tonight, Julie. No interruptions. Exactly. Pure vinyl.
I used to cry all the night long. I used to cry when you weren't at home.
I haven't seen Ian Higgy Hadley tonight. Is he in there?
My lonely night.
Fun.
All
Well, Jacob.
love will come back where you belong.
Happy, I'm happy, man.
Love will come back.
That's what Jacob, you know what I mean? I'm happy, you're happy, man.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry any longer.
This is the Precisions and My Lover, Come Back. Sally.
Someday,
I got cracked it for
baby, you're gonna call on me. But
Nice one, George.
I'm gonna call on me. So love will come back
Come back.
where you belong. Love will come back to my unhappy home. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry any longer. Love will come back. No, I'm not gonna cry. No, no, I'm not gonna cry. No.
Yeah, another great tune from a good friend Julie Wright over there in the Pyrenees in France, and Precisions and My Lover, Come Back. Next up, one of the classic Motown tunes sent in by Ian Higgy Hadlington. Going out to NG Beer, she's still there. Woo! There will be a triple special. Timeless classic.
Come
Here's to YouTube.
I wanna say I'm not getting stronger. I can't hold out very much longer. Trying hard to be true. When Jamie talks just as sweet as you. Hey, Jamie, Jamie, oh, Jamie, when are you coming back?
Like Click Disco, never got it.
Jamie, oh, Jamie,
Red light guy at Facebook just got a sack. I love it, right? Leave all this man. The red light man. Yeah, the great son of Martha Reeves and the Vandellas and Jimmy, my classic Motown. Sent them with my good friend Ian Higgy Hadlington. It's nice to know that the guy, excuse me, it's nice to know that the guy at Facebook that gives you all the red lights at the top of your phone when you play copyrighted music has just got the sack. It's good to know. Next up, Eileen Taylor sent in the fantastic Temptations.
You wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go.
And we ain't too proud to
If
beg.
I have to beg, plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, cause you mean
Bandit
that
country.
much to me. Ain't too proud to beg, and you know it. Please don't leave me, girl. Ain't too proud to plead, baby, baby. Please don't leave me, girl. Now I've heard a crying man is half a man with no sense of pride. But if I have to cry to keep you, I don't mind weeping if it'll keep you by my side. Please don't leave me, girl, don't you go.
Here we go. We love the Temps.
Please don't leave me, girl, don't you go.
It's landed deep.
Ain't too proud to beg, sweet darling. Please don't leave me, girl.
Happy face.
Ain't too proud to plead, baby, baby. Please don't leave me, girl.
Next one, Jess. Hello, Tim.
Now I got a love so deep in the pit of my heart, and each day it grows more and more. I'm not ashamed to come and plead to you, baby. If pleading keeps you from walking out that door, ain't too proud to beg, and you know it. Please don't leave me, girl. Ain't too proud to plead, baby.
So you're all happy with YouTube?
Don't leave me, girl.
Thank God. Oh, it's finished. Yeah, the great sound of the Temptations from Eileen Taylor and Ain't Too Proud to Beg. It's good to know that Facebook actually does work, and it was my mistake that first week when I tried to do the live stream on Facebook because I pressed the wrong button and I didn't put in the stream key, YouTube, sorry, and I didn't put in the stream key. But I've worked out that I made a mistake, and now I know how to work it. You got to remember, I'm getting old. It's not easy, you know. So we've worked it out now, and I'm glad that everybody likes the YouTube link, and it's a lot clearer, and the music sounds a lot better and everything. So It looks like YouTube's the way to go, guys. And remember, if you miss any or you want to share it with your friends, you can do. You can share it onto Facebook, and it's also available, say about maybe half an hour after the show finishes, it's available on my YouTube channel. Next up, I didn't know whether to play this tune. I was very on the fence with it. My good friend Mike Dunn from Bloxburn sent it in, and I thought, seems a bit strange. It's Jamaican soul, but it has got a kind of northern feel about it. And it's by Errol Dixon and the Good Time Band. And it's called I Need Someone to Love Me, I Want, from 1966. So I'm going to leave this up to you. I'm going to play it, and you tell me what you think. Cheers, Stuart. Right, I take it you all loved that. That was from a good friend, Mike Dunn. And the thing I love about Mike is he thinks out of the box every week, and that's what this show's about. We can play the top 500 every week if you want, and we'll probably have 2 or 3 viewers. But the show works because we think out of the box. So you've got all week till next Sunday to look up YouTube and find tunes that you've not heard before, or you like, or you find, or you've that's good, and you save it and you send it to TAM on a Sunday. And that's what that's why the show works. It's about thinking out of the box and pick tunes that people have not heard before, or people would like from your point of view. Next up is Tony Lamar, Out of the Box, from my good friend Dave Rimmer, and it's called Just in the Nick of Time. It's an education. Kick their ass, Kim. The crowd was stealing. Nice run back.
I was in distress, deep and loneliness, sinking for the third go round. When you came along and said,
Good evening, Annie McDonald.
But just in the nick of time.
Julie's wrangling her bum.
The council in the movements, caught in the vigorous life. Heartaches on
we do it. That's what it's all about. You love your singing. I agree.
Just to show you that I'm grateful.
Julie Fox is out. That's enough information.
Nobody else but you. Cause you came along and saved me. With the kingdom you gave me.
Thank you, Ben.
But just in the nick of
Yeah, I can do that, Paul. I'll do it one week. I don't know when, but I'll do it. Just pure normal soul. But we've done it before, and we had a few complaints from listeners and viewers. You've got to remember, guys, this show is about soul music, and I try to keep it that way. And I've got the likes of a great guy from Germany, Bernd Kemper, who sends in 2 steps every week. Paul Raymond Smith, who sends in instrumentals every week. I've got Annette Sherlock, who sends in dances, 70s, 80s tunes every week. Bev Walker from Uruguay sends in them types of tunes as well. So everybody's got their own soul music that they love. And all I do is combine it all together and make a show about it. So sometimes if you try to do a show with just the one genre, say normal soul, I would love to do it, and I've done it in the past because of the CDs that we brought out with Jethro. We done one, and it kind of splits people up, as if you know what I mean. Some people go, oh, it wasn't a good show tonight because all he played was normal soul, or it wasn't a good show tonight because it was all disco tunes, and you know, that's what comes up all the time. So this show works because people request soul music, and soul music's got a big wide margin, so that's what we play. So I don't want to go down the road of playing a certain genre of music. I'll maybe give Paul Raymond Smith just a little private session of 3 hours of Northern Soul from TeeBee. But it'll cost him a lot of money. Next up is a great request from Eileen Beckham, and it's Barbara Lewis. That's it. The Stars.
over and over, I told you I love you. Oh yeah. Although we're born under different signs,
CD3 is on its way.
Zodiac shows that we're all for each other. Oh yeah. And that we're both just wasting our time.
Correct, Dick.
Though I believe in our signs, I'm an Aquarius, you're Sagittarius, yet I find the stars can't make me get you out of my mind. The stars can't make me get you out of my
Right, so you know it.
mind. Out of my mind. Woo! I read your horoscope every day, yes I do, hoping the stars will show us the way, but the sign still says our feelings won't match, oh no, and once we're together our love will fade, and all the plans that we made. Why couldn't you be Leo and I'll be a Virgo? But no mind, the stars can't make me get you out of my mind. No matter what they say,
Yeah, I Can't Get You Out of My Life. The Stars from Barbara Lewis, sent in by Eileen Beckham. Next up, Kim Angela Tompkinson, down there in Birmingham. Sent in Raphael Sadiq. It's a Midlands tune. And I love that girl.
You can tell by her smile, she's such a love child. And every man in this place would love to be in her space. As the
Good night,
night
Tracy.
settles down,
That's your play before it. Hi, Sean Din.
and I'll do my best to be better than the rest. She is so, so sweet and tender, and I'm glad, so glad we made it. She's so, so sweet and tender, and I'm glad, so glad we made it.
Just leave it short to me, guys. Don't tell me how you do it. Because you'll follow me. I decide what happens.
Then she walks my way and said, boy, be free. I'm thinking, how could this be? Feels like a dream to me. Then she gives me this kiss and give my heart
That's
my
fine, Eileen. You can share to your friends.
See, you're just so much more than real. Keep my heart in me clear.
Stop talking about football, Matt and Mike.
So sweet.
We're on a talk show.
And I'm glad, so glad we did it. She is so, so sweet and tender. And I'm glad, so glad we did it.
No more requests, Suzanne.
Oh, I love that girl.
Ready for next week.
Darling,
Shut up, Matt.
I'm so glad we found each other. So glad we found each other.
We don't talk about football on this show.
Kissing and making love, yeah. She is so, so sweet.
Shut up, Matt.
And I'm glad today. So glad we made it. Glad somebody sent you my way. So sweet and tender. She's so sweet and never makes us so like that. We made it. So glad we
Red Crown.
so sweet and tender. So
I'm sure how you did. Have a good night to Hold the Wall. Shona and hope you enjoyed the karaoke and the Hold the Wall in Dumfries. Yeah, that was the sound of Raphael Sadiq, and love that girl. Sent in with my good friend Kim Angela Tompkinson. Great girl.
Hi, Shona, at the hole in the wall.
Next up we have one from my son-in-law, Craig Kirkpatrick. I hope he's still up, because he does night shifts. And this is a great Nolan chat. But it's just like the weather. It's frozen up here. Good job, Karen. We had it, people.
She's still on as I sit and wait on your call. The sun begins to
Come on,
shine,
Stuart. Sorry,
and you begin to stay on my
Sharon should be
mind.
homesick.
Loving you more every day. I know I love it here to stay.
they danced all night, T-shirt. Your CD.
Together we will sing it out. Summer, winter, spring, and fall. Just like the weather. Ooh, it's getting better. Just like the days are getting longer.
Kenchies are in the course house.
Give me
Well done,
something
champion.
like a baby with a toy. My heart just shouts with joy. Together we will sing it out. Summer, winter, spring, and fall. Because just like the weather, my baby.
Yeah, that was from my son-in-law Craig Kirkpatrick and Nolan Chance. And just like the weather. Next up is Freddie Chavez from Michael Purcell. And we'll never know why.
My friends think I'm crazy to be loving you, and maybe they're right after all they see the very through. What they don't know, even though my heart is dying, I'm so mad about you. I can't even read your lying. They shake their heads in pity and confusion, wondering where I keep myself locked up in seclusion. But they'll never know why I love you. No, they can't understand it. No, they'll never know why I need you. But the sad part about it, neither will I.
I love that campaign.
When I'm walking down the street with you, I feel so proud.
Thank you, Stephen.
My eyes are laughing, my very heart wants to shout. The same thing always happens. You'll see some guy, he'll smile at you, and you'll wink your eye. I shake my head and pretend I don't see. Behind my back, my friends all silently scolding me. But they'll never know why I love you. No, they can't understand it. No, they'll never know why I need you. But the sad part about it, neither will I.
Evening, Jacqueline Rudford.
If my friends could understand, then they could tell me. Because I'm in the dark, my eyes cannot see that I'm just a plaything, something for you to use. But heaven knows I've tried to please. The day will come when the chains will break. They're gonna lose me, baby. Know you made a mistake.
On the Kelly,
They'll never know why I love you. No, they can't understand it. No, they'll never know why. They'll never know why I leave you. Oh,
yeah, great request from Michael Purcell and Freddie Chavez. They'll never know why. Karen O'Callaghan, great girl. Had her 3 before 8 the other week. But this week she decided to dive into her disco box. And she come up with this. And it's one of the greatest tunes ever. I play it out, when I play out a lot, I like to include it in my sets. It's a great sound of Gwen McCrae.
Yes,
Keep the fires burning.
I can. It's good.
Nice one, Karen, from the disco box.
Keep the fire burning. Keep the fire burning. Keep on burning hot.
Dancers in the house.
Work on your love, yeah. You gotta give it all you got. We've been a lot of time searching for love, and never know where it's coming from. And as soon as we get it, somehow we seem to think that our work is done. But the same thing it took to get that love, all
disco queen. Georgie sees you to get up and dance. If you don't, you're dead. From over there in New York City. Callaghan's Disco Box and the sound of Gwen McCrae and Keep the Fires Burning. Next up we have one of the features of the show. Every week we have Jethro's trigger tune, and I know Janet's been trying to pick a tune out all day, and when he phoned me earlier on they couldn't find it, so I'd already picked a tune out for them, and strange as it sounds, the reason that I picked it was because it was mentioned in one of the posts on Facebook the week before I done the Little Black Pug, and people were asking, will he play Edwin Starr, Stop on Sight? I think Annette Sherlock was involved in the post, and I think I forgot to play the pug as per usual, and the brandies took over, as Georgie says, and I thought, wow. And it's a good trigger tune for Jethro as well, because I spoke about it on the phone. So here we go, Edwin Starr. That Peterborough loves Edwin Starr. Thank you, Ben, welcome. I'll be the jet shot.
Sending out an SOS because I'm in so much distress. And if you see my baby, if you see my baby, stop on sight.
Gin and tonic.
By the way she smiles, I guarantee you it will drive you wild. So if you see my baby, if anybody see my baby, stop on sight. Yes, I am. 'Cause I miss my baby so. I don't know where she's going.
Jethro Jones, who is the author of The Danced All Night, and if you're in the G&T 100 Club, you'll know all about Jethro Jones, one of the greatest guys in the world. And somebody asked earlier on about CD3, so we've made plans to make another double CD, which will be out, say, in the next month or two, because it takes a bit of planning this, and between myself and Jethro, we will work it out, and it's going to be a classic. So keep your ears or eyes peeled for the CD3 coming out in the next 1 or 2 months. Next up, Annette Sherlock. She was 21 last week, and she come up to get her birthday cake and her belly was sticking out on the video. And she wasn't happy about that. And I didn't see that because I was DJing at the time. But she mentioned it, and then somebody sent me the video, so I posted it on Facebook just to be the rotter that I am. But what a fantastic night we had at a little black pub, and I think Annette enjoyed it as a birthday treat for herself that night. It was absolutely fantastic. And this is Annette's request, the good old Tramps. Let's hold back the night, or go back to the night in a little black pub. She was very drunk, so she says. She was. Shots. That's all I'm saying. 4 at a time. You'll get one shot, don't worry about that.
Turn on the lights, I wanna dream. Dream about you, baby, hold back the night. Turn on the lights, I wanna dream. Dream about you, baby. When you left, you took the sun right out of the sky. Wonder why you went away and never told me why. When the sun goes down and the moon is clear, spread the death, 'cause you're free.
Yeah, we love Shane at the little black pub. He's a wee darling.
Take on the lights, I wanna dream. Dream about you, baby, hold back the night. Turn on the lights, I wanna dream.
So is Jemima.
Dream about you, baby. Loneliness
A wee dog.
is haunting me when I go to bed. Honey,
No,
like a character in a book, in a book.
just put it on his head.
When the sun goes down, the moon is clear. Scared to death, 'cause your face is gone. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it, girl, squeeze it, girl, it's alright. Need it, hold it. You're having turn on the lights, I wanna dream.
No paid for guys.
Dream about you, baby, hold back the night.
This is cheesy when I'm
On the lights, I wanna dream. Dream about you, baby. When the sun goes down, the moon is clear. Scared to death, 'cause your face is gone. Turn on the lights, I wanna dream. Dream about you, baby. Hold back the night. Turn on the lights, I wanna dream. Dream about you, baby. Hold back the night. Turn on the lights, I wanna dream. Dream about you, baby. Hold back the night. Turn on the lights, I wanna dream.
Thank you, sir. Georgie still moans about it. Yeah, what a fantastic record. Sent in by Annette Sherlock, and she had a fantastic night that night in the Little Black Pug with all the G&T Club and everybody that turned up. I can't thank you enough for making it a great night. And the Little Black Pug has got a lot of things going on between now and December, and it started special nights up the stairs. So tune into what Shane and the boys are doing, because it's a brilliant wee pub. Next up, Trudy Lampinskis. Trudy's a great lassie. She's tuned right into the show every week, and she's gave us the Poppies. And there's a pain in my heart. Don't know why. Maybe having a heart attack.
There's a pain in my heart every time
Thank you, Cam.
I start thinking of the love that we've had. I'm so sad, my heart's breaking. I keep holding on
That's
to
it, with some bookers.
and hoping you will
And a killer.
me. Don't you think that we should try again, try to love again? Don't you think that we should try again, try to love again?
It was a good night, Annette. Loved it. Now,
Set your heart deep inside, leave your pride, come on back, you
Hi,
know
Trudy.
your love haunted
You're welcome.
me. Can't you see how I leave you so? I
Really,
keep
that's-
holding on to these memories and hoping you will hear my plea. Don't you think that we should try again, try to love again? Don't you think that we should try
Probably should,
again,
but-
try to love again?
good evening, Show Boy. Show Boy. How you doing?
We had a love that's so true. Let's find a love that we do. There's a pain in my heart every time I start thinking of the love that we've had. I'm so sad, my heart's breaking. I keep holding on to these memories and hoping you will hear my plea. So won't you play on, sing for me, play on, oh, that's so, yeah.
No, but almost coming to play something. Tell them. The Poppies and There's a Pain in My Heart, sent in by Trudy Lampinskis. I think I got her name right there. It's not easy to say that after you've had a few drinks. Anyway, one of the classics from the Motown stable, sent in by Teresa Brown. It's her name on YouTube. But she's originally known as Bridget O'Brien. And it's Four Tops. And it's called... Oh, Turning Stone. Good evening, Melanie Cooper. How you doing, darling? How's my wee Isabel?
I'll turn to stone.
and I'll turn the stone. Sent in by Bridget O'Brien, better known as Teresa Brown. I needed a pee badly there. So I had to go. I had to wait for the right record to go. Next up, sent in by Linda Bailey Caffrey. Great Motown on the show tonight. Tim Weston. I'm still loving you. Levi, stop! We love you!
Last night I wrote you a letter. I tore it up today. You ain't not doing any better. Baby, since you went away.
Interruption. We love YouTube. I'm Still Loving You, sent in by Linda Bailey Caffrey. Next up, one of the classics from Mr. Steve Ledbetter. Frankie the Classic. There's Mark Hudson here. Frankie and the Classics and What Can I Do, which was sent in by my good friend Steve Ledbetter. We're in the Stomping Hour. Next up, we have Guy Darrell. And I've Been Hurt, sent in by Kaz Huntley.
Yes, I've been hurt. I've been hurt like I've never been hurt before. Why should I?
Well, just get me what the hell you want. Just get out there.
Try to be
Right.
so give me your love. I've been hurt.
No,
Well, you cheated,
you're welcome on that.
cheated on me. Oh, there you go. La, la, la. Guess what happened? Guess what happened? Guess what happened after that time? I saw you with another guy, holding him tight.
Next one, Kaz.
Yes, I've been hurt. I've been hurt like never been hurt before. Why should I
Right on the TeeBee, Stevie.
try to be? So give me your love. I've been hurt. I've been hurt. Yes, I've been hurt. I've been hurt.
What is
Yes, I've been
sent in by Kaz Huntley, Guy Darrell, and I've Been Hurt. Next up, another great request from Diane May. Epitome of Sound. And you don't love me anymore.
Told me that you love me, baby.
You're gonna make me cry.
Said I was no lover man. Every time I saw you talk to him, you said he was just a friend. It's just the way you said that I love you.
Hey, Teddy Bear. That's the best thing.
Can't believe you're moving out there after being so long. Don't you leave me, baby. Don't you leave me, baby. I'm gonna cry 'cause I know you don't love me. I'm gonna cry 'cause I know you don't want me.
Boom.
You don't want me.
Like the devil.
My friends all tell me I'm to blame.
How was it? What? What's the...
Giving you
What is Stomping Hour?
your little heart desire.
It was, Kaz.
It's just the way you say it, I love you. Baby, I can't believe you're moving out there.
Thank you, Kaz. Thanks for all your kind words and Facebook
Don't you
too.
leave me, baby. No, don't you leave me, baby.
Yes.
I'm gonna cry 'cause I know you don't love me.
I love Tim Cameron.
I know you don't want me. You don't want me.
I know it is. He's the best. He's gonna get me Chinese. Sunday nights for Chinese night. It's been brilliant, Mark. You can get on catch up on my Facebook, my YouTube channel.
Don't you leave me, baby.
We hate Facebook.
Don't you leave me, baby.
It was Kaz. Then I think
No, you don't love me. No, you don't want me.
YouTube all the way.
You don't love me, baby. You don't love me.
Yeah, you don't love me. Sound of... Let's get this right. Epitome of Sound. and You Don't Love Me, sent in by Diane Me. Here's another great tune, sent in by Bridget Wilcox. I don't know if Bridget's been on the show tonight, but she's a busy girl. She's always out and about, the way it do's every weekend and everything. But she's supported the show from the start as well. And this is Billy Harner, and it's Sally's Saying Something. Kind of strange tune, but it works.
Now, girl, can't you see what you're doing to me is wrong?
We're on 100, let's go.
Girl, messing up my mind, what you
Greg
wrong?
Johnson Mills, see you next week, pal.
Got to tell you, I said, I love you, and I know the reason why. Girl, they call you Sally, saying something. Girl, you got my heart thumping. Sally, saying something.
You're welcome, Dan.
Baby, gonna wrap you up and take you home, girl. Baby, yeah. Gonna turn around to the back. Sally, it's a natural fact, you're looking fine. Like a roaring pounded ocean, girl, you're so
I'm not bothered about numbers now.
blowing my mind.
As long as I get all these on every Sunday night, I'm quite happy.
I can't help myself, so that's the lie. Got to have you, Sally, saying something. You got my heart.
Yeah, no problem tonight, man. Great stream.
Something, baby. Gonna wrap you up and take you home.
Here, Dick.
Girl.
Enjoy your holiday, pal. Loving it.
Got to tell you, I can't help myself, so that's the lie.
It's an education.
Tell you, darling, saying something. You got my heart from
You're welcome, Bridget.
Darling, saying something, baby. Darling, saying something, girl, now.
Yeah, Billy Harner and Sally Saying Something from Bridget Wilcox. Next up, my good friend Paul Raymond Smith. He picks up all the great instrumentals, Paul, and he sends me a few every week, and I pick out what one I like. But he especially sent me this week. It's a great sound of Bobby Sachs, and it's called Socket from 1969. Thank you, Jethro. We're all loving YouTube. Thank you, Peter. How's the Chinese shop? Welcome, guys. Albert's dancing in the porta cabin. Get the cameras out. Yeah, the great sound of Bobby Sachs and Socket from 1969, sent in by my good friend Paul Raymond Smith. And if you're looking for instrumentals, he's the man. He's got some collection of instrumentals. Next up, we're going classic, and it's sent in by my good friend Vincent Price. Frankie Beverly. If that's what you wanted. YouTube. Haha, Facebook.
Since I've been with you, darling, I've been walking in the clothes stores. Yeah. I need to tell you how much I love you, but I just can't take it no more. Yeah. My pain got deeper, baby. No more could I stand. No, I hate to question your love, but the whole thing looked like it was planned. If you wanted it that way,
Tell them something.
why did you come and say it wouldn't have broke my heart? That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted.
Next one, chat.
You brought it right to my face.
The ways you know that.
Man in love is wild.
Welcome, Vincent.
Yeah. I couldn't see no wrong in you, but you were hurting me all the time. Suddenly I began to wake up, and I saw the
Thank you,
real
Joey.
you.
See you later.
It took a little time, baby, but all those stories rang true. If you weren't tired of me, why did you bring it up and let me see? It would have been better for me to share. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. Yeah. That's what you wanted. If that's what you wanted, baby. Oh, yeah. If you wanted it that way, why did you come and say it wouldn't have broke my heart in two? Oh, that's what you wanted. Yeah, baby. That's what you wanted.
Yeah, if that's what you wanted, the sound of Frankie Beverly and the Butlers, and it was sent in by Vincent Price. Next up, another great request. I don't know if Glenn's been on tonight, Glenn Champion, but this is the great sound of the Monitors from the Motown stable. What a fantastic band. They brought out some really, really good records that a lot of people have not heard. And this is Crying in the Night. Heavier than me. Jethro's still there in Chicago. Good evening, witness, guys. Give me your right name. Can't remember. What is it? Something of it. Yeah, the great sound of the Monitors. As I said, guys, if you ever pick up any of the Monitors tunes, they've brought out some fantastic records that were probably never released by Motown. A lot of it was on LPs, and they were a fantastic band a way back in the 60s. And that was Crying in the Night, sent in by my good friend Glenn Champion. Thank you for that, Glenn. I've not seen your name up tonight, so I don't know if you've got on or on, but I hope there's a lot of people out there not had problems trying to find the YouTube link to get onto the show, because as everybody has says tonight, what a difference. It's a lot better than Facebook. Here's my good friend Deep Penman's final request before he goes on holiday to Turkey. The sound of Nancy Wilson. It's the end of our love. That's it, Deep, we're finished.
So nice in the beginning. We had so much going for us. We had love, we had each other. Baby, it was marvelous. All
Thanks, my son. I know what you mean.
She really tore the house down. And we lost all the happiness, baby. All of you and I had found. The end of the thing, sweeter than wine. Well, we were doing just fine. But then the things we used to dream of, and just like that, it's the end of our love.
Yawn! Dick's on the couch.
I remember how it started. We thought we'd make it all the way. We had love, we had each other, but it's a different thing today. And then I turned you around and missing you. You got the same sweet thing on love. Yeah, she sure got to you, baby. Oh, she made you let me go. The end of a kiss, no more to discuss. How could this happen to us? The end of things we used to dream of, and just like that, it's the end of our love.
End of our love, Dick. See you later, mate. Chinese and the woman.
Oh, yeah.
Bouncing like a bear. Yeah, it's the end of our love date. We're finished. You're away to Turkey. I don't want you anymore. The sound of Nancy Williams and the end of our love. Send him my good friend Deep Payment. You enjoy your holiday, pal, because you deserve it. You work hard. Next up is the great Isley Brothers from Carol Cameron. Why When Love Is Gone. You all tune into YouTube to listen to TeeBee. Thank you, Colin.
What a fool I was, and your love was true. Selfishly you broke my heart. You were only fooling from the start. Still I have the one regret. Although you're gone and I can't forget. Why when the love is gone? Oh why does my heart keep holding on? Why when the love is gone? Tell me why does my heart keep holding on?
on the sound of the Isley Brothers, and Carol Cameron sent that in. And as a wee treat, I'm going to give you a wee double of the Isley Brothers, sent in by Martin Taggart.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my head back and shout. Come on now, don't forget to say you will.
Come on, man.
Don't forget to say yeah, 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 yeah. Say you will. Say it right now, baby. Say you will. Come on, come on. Say you will. Say it right. Come on now. Say that you love me. Say that you need me. Say that you want me. Say you wanna please me. Come on now. Say come on now.
Shout.
Come on now. I still remember when we used to be 9 years old. Yeah, I was the one for you from the bottom of my soul. Yeah, now that you know, I'm never to know. Yeah, but you wanna leave, you wanna let me go. I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby. Better than I've been to myself.
Hey, now.
Believe me, I don't want nobody else. I said I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You know you make me wanna shout. Yes, I Now wait a minute.
Quite a long record, this, and it comes back in.
I feel alright. Yeah.
The Isley
Now that I got my woman,
Brothers singing
I
Lulu.
feel alright. Yeah. Every time I think about you, you've been so good to me. You know you make me wanna shout. Keep my heels up and shout. Keep my heels up and shout.
Yes, I have, Leslie.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. A little bit softer now. 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 A little bit softer.
Right good for the stomping all this. Big Penman must be bouncing on that kid. Links on a trampoline. What a tune. That's my good friend Martin Taggart from down there in Carlisle, sent that in. A great guy, one of the G&T 100 Club. Absolutely fantastic. Being honest, I'd never heard that version before until he sent that in today, and that's the great thing about your requests. A lot of times I've never heard a lot of these tunes, and to hear them for the first time, absolutely fantastic. And I knew when I listened to that today, I thought, wow, wee Deep Penman's got to be bouncing on that couch. That's stomping material. But fantastic. Isley Brothers and Shout from 1959. They brought that out before I was born. That's why I didn't know it. Next up we have another great tune from Karen Miller Corder, the Bobbettes. Happy Go Lucky Me. Georgie's on the way to the Chinese. Lucky Me, sent in with my good friend Karen Miller Corder. I was just thinking there how good it is in Dumfries. We've got the likes of Deep Penman and Karen, who are Dumfries people, who send these stompers in every week. We've got a great soul community up here in Dumfries, and it's been going for a long time. And I don't know if any of you seen my rant the other night on Facebook about a certain promotions company coming to Dumfries to try and money grab out of the soul scene up here, and that's what they're trying to do. And there's two, I would call them idiot promoters from Dumfries, who have brought these guys up here and to organise something that's called the Dumfries Soul Weekender. So I made my point and I put it across that if anybody that I know or is associated with me, I won't be there, because I won't support these types of guys. They're not there for the soul music like I am. They're there for the money. That's all they fucking care about. So I just made a point, and I'd just like to state to everybody, if you want to go, go. It's up to you. But I would stay clear. November in Dumfries is very, very cold. It's the last month in the calendar year that you would like to have an event up here, and I've held a lot of events up here. So don't come, because it'll probably snow. Anyway, getting back to the music. Jane Blundy Thompson and Joe Goodman Mason, where are you tonight? Tom Thompson, Robert Thompson, are you having problems getting onto YouTube? I don't know why, everybody else seems to find it okay. But Evelyn Thomas singing Weak Spot has been sent in by Jane Blundy Thompson. Money grabbing dicks. Gold Soul Promotion.
When I met you, boy, I was so together, so
dancing in the box. It's some dancer that, mate.
Should be strong when I'm with you. I just can't wait. Baby, sweet love, my waistline. That's my waistline. That's my can heal and make my nerves steel. My waistline. That's my waistline.
Next week's show. Next one, mate. By James Lundy Thompson, and they've not been on the show tonight, I'm surprised. The sound of Evelyn Thomas. Next up, sent in by Chris Kieran. This is the great Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. And I'm going to change, never.
I know you're gonna leave me. You never could deceive me, baby. Don't say our love is ended. What's wrong that can't be mended? Don't say goodbye. Don't you say goodbye. I love you so completely. I never meant to treat you like you would always do away, girl. So much I didn't say, girl, don't go away.
This show today. Not now, we're on YouTube. No interruptions. Stop whenever. By Chris Kieran, and I've not seen his name tonight, I hope he's got on, but Frankie Valli and Four Seasons, and I'm going to change. That's a lie. I don't change. I just stay the same. TAM, TeeBee, don't change. Next up, this is not stomping, but it's a good tune. Prince Philip Mitchell. Soul, man. Get a better broadband than it.
You don't have to tell me.
Show Maddie.
You are.
I'll be back.
Honey, I can look at you and see that you're a star. Oh, but don't
everything that
Correct, Carl.
you left behind.
So patched up.
Just make your move, girl, and I'll lay down. And we'll be so close at
Thank you,
halftime.
Susan.
So you're on your own. When you hear the whistle blow, just shoot your best shot, baby. Girl, and go for what you know. It's one-on-one now, baby. Ain't nobody else around.
Thank you,
Just
Sam.
one-on-one now, honey. Yeah, you got to get on down, on down, on down. Oh, get on down.
Get on down.
Ooh-wee, baby. Ow! Oh. Good move, baby. Yeah, you're really hot.
Funkin' magic.
But once you get me started, don't you know I'm so hard to stop? I'm gonna make a move that you've never seen before. Then I'm gonna tie up the score. Oh, you're gonna scream and cheer for more. Now you should be glad
Help down, Dick.
that it's just us two. 'Cause you ain't gonna want no one to see. Oh, well, I'm gonna come on you. One-on-one now, baby. Your touch, I give my kiss. Just one-on-one now, honey. Oh, we gonna get to the bottom of this. Oh, yes we will. Oh, you know we will.
Unsupervised. Dirty.
Ooh-wee,
On
baby.
holiday boy. Thank you, Annette. Love you, Mel.
One-on-one now. Now you should
Thank you, Bridget.
be glad
I love you too.
that it's just us two. 'Cause you ain't gonna want no one to see.
I love Julie right in the Pyrenees.
You one-on-one now, baby. Oh, baby, can't you see? It's one-on-one now, honey. Oh, it's me on you and you on me. One-on-one now. Oh, that's how I like it. Oh, one-on-one now.
Last night, Paul. Last night.
And we don't need no referee. One-on-one now,
I
baby.
reckon the cheers specs before the light comes in, Dick. One-on-one, Prince Philip Mitchell, which was sent in by Mark Lockwood. Thank you for that, Mark. It's a great tune. Next up, we have Turley Richards, sent in by my good friends Stuart and Sharon Lewis Corr. One of the best couples we've met. And we had the privilege of meeting them again last week at the Little Black Pug. And it was Stuart and Sharon that have got us to go down to the Soul Barn at Cinnamon Brow in Warrington on the 16th of February. If you can make that gig that night, guys, come, because I want you all to be there. Because we've created a great soul family within this show, and I would love you all to be there. I know everybody can't do it and can't make it and they've not got the finances or whatever, but if you have the opportunity to go, it's Soul Barn, Cinnamon Brow at Warrington. I'm going to have a fantastic night there with Sharon and Stuart. And Stuart Lewis Corr has sent in Turley Richards, and I feel alright. Stop it. Cheers, Cal. Good night, Annette.
She's everything that I could need. I feel alright.
She's a dress and a kick.
I wanna feel her touch and feel alright. You know that I feel like shouting and I feel like singing and I feel alright. I feel alright. I feel alright. I feel alright.
Nick Zareba. chance in disguise. Thank you, Nick. The lights are not on yet. Right, see the lights come on. Yeah, I feel alright. Sound of Curly Richards, sent him with my good friend Stuart Lewis Carr. Going out to Romeo and Juliet over there in Chicago. Especially picked by Janet O'Hare. Sound of the Furies.
I'm satisfied in what I see. Sugar, darling. So crazy about the things I say. Alright. Now there's a few things, baby, who they told you. Put on the phone, put the news. I'm satisfied with you. Yeah, baby.
No Frankie
Hey, yeah.
Jethro. No Fergie time tonight. Stop annoying me. Thank you, Bob. We love you. And the on the front of that. She picked that tune out today, and that's going out to my good friends over there in Chicago, Jethro Jones and Janet O'Hare, the most loveliest couple you'll ever meet. And I can't wait to meet them when we go to Spain in 3 years' time, and you'll all be there. Next up, my good friend Mark Peachenbury, who's a big Edwin Starr fan, sent me in the Valentines and Breakaway.
Your daddy's working hard, and your mama too. You gotta get the kids to school. Come on. You got to improvise, I can sympathize. You know I've been there too. Just keep the faith, why should we wait? There is a place for me and you.
Somebody
Stand the test, I'll do my best. Lord, do the rest, we'll make it through. Break away from the hearts deep and under. Take away from the burden we're under. Break away like the sound of the thunder. I'll take her all I can say.
Yes, sir. Welcome back.
We're gonna choke from the smoke
You know that old thing.
up above my head. Gonna towns from the sound
Cheers, man.
of the promises that they say. Just keep the faith, why should we wait?
No Fergie time.
Place for me and you. We'll stand the test, I'll do my best. Lord will do the rest, we'll make it through.
Thanks a lot, Johnny Cage.
From the hearts deep and under. Take away from the sound of the thunder.
we. Next up, the Nomads. Sent in by a newbie. She's called Suzanne Conde Kay. She's not been on the show before. And it's called Something's Bad. I love this.
Something's bad with my baby. I just know something bad with me. All I want is to make her happy. Just make her happy, can't you look and see? Because I know that our doctor's gonna be good. And I'm gonna be sweet. You're my baby, oh yeah, there with my girl. And then when we get married, I just can't wait until we get married. Everything's gonna be so happy. And only my name is she gonna feel it. 'Cause I know that you're down the west and we ain't gonna worry about a fire buzz. And I'm gonna be sweet. My baby, yeah, something's bad with my girl. Oh yeah, when I was up there, all I know was that she was gone. I just don't know what's gonna happen, baby, but I've got to carry on. Something's bad with my baby, yeah, bad with my girl. Something's bad with my baby, you know it. Something's bad with my I got a feeling this man's claim ain't gonna be so real. 'Cause I've got to worry about my baby. I've got to worry about how she feels. 'Cause something's bad now. Something's bad with my girl. Something's bad with my baby. You know that something's bad with my girl. Oh yeah. That she was gone. I just don't know what's gonna happen, baby, but I've got to carry on. There's something bad with my baby, yeah, bad with my girl. Something bad with my baby, you know that something's bad.
Yeah, the sound of Rose Valentine and so that's the next track. The sound of the Nomads and Something's Bad. Sent in by a newbie called Suzanne Conde Kay. This is the second last record of the evening, and I think we're going into 30 time, as you've all been asking about tonight. And it's Rose Valentine, sent in by O'Hooligan, better known by Sean O'Callaghan, Karen's better half. And I've got to know right now. Funk it.
Right now.
I will deliver, Robert.
When you say the words I wanna hear, do you mean what you're saying, or is it just a game you're playing?
Thank you, Karen. I'm Sean. What was fun? my good friend Sean O'Callaghan. I've got to know right now, guys, what about it? I can't believe that, sorry about that, we went for 3 hours tonight and we have not had any interruptions. So, I would like you all just to go bye-bye Facebook. We are now on YouTube. Because what a difference it is with no interruptions. And the good thing is you can, about half an hour after the show finishes, it goes right onto my YouTube channel that you can watch again through the week. If you miss your requests or things like that, it's automatically done. And I love that. I want people to see the show. I want people to understand what the soul music's all about. And what I'm doing. And I've been fighting this for a while now, as you all know. And you've been so appreciative. And I love what Janet O'Hare said to me today. She couldn't understand how I kept going last week, because she could see how mad and annoyed I was because of all the interruptions on Facebook. But that doesn't happen anymore because we're on YouTube. And we get the whole 3 hours on YouTube without any interruptions. Aye, and we need to spread the word. That's what we need to do. Because I'm not bothered about numbers. I mean, I had 34,000 people watch this show when we were on Facebook 1 week. And that, to me, was phenomenal. But numbers now doesn't matter. As long as I get the right people here to watch the show is what I want. And yous are all here tonight. And all your messages are coming up and I can't read them all. I'm going to leave you with the best record ever made in the world. It's a DJ Morph remix. It's one of the remixes that a lot of people like. So I'm going to play it again. I'm going to say thank you and I love you, every single one of you. You are the family. The answer will be in a minute. I can smell that Chinese. If you want to come round and have some, Leslie, come round. Charlotte's not even out of bed. Ben Walker's still up. Thank you, Sharon. Goodbye, Facebook. We love you. Me and Georgie, I love you. Thank you, Julian. Sean. Thank you, Anne-Marie Gallagher. Thank you, Dan and Neil. Stuart Carl, Shannon Carl. John Martin. Darren Duke. Mike Dunn, what a boy. Carol Cameron. Nate Penman. Vincent Price. Martin Lambert. When the skies in the skies. Karen Miller Corder. Karen Sutton. Julie Holdsworth, Dynamite, Ruth Clare, Mike Dunn,
We don't need to escalate.
Steve Ledbetter,
War is not the answer for only love.
Melanie Cooper, and my wee pal Isabel.
You know to bring some love
Tim Chapman,
today. Oh,
Ian and Julie Wright, Darren Dale,
punish me with brutality.
Stevie Booth, Karen Corder,
What's going on?
Robert Furness,
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Mark Pierce,
What's going on? What's going on?
Albert Wilkinson, still working. Woo! Tam Bryn. One family.
Everybody thinks we're wrong.
Jethro Jones, Jethro here.
But who they judge
Denise Williams,
simply fall down there.
Leslie Weir. What a lovely lad. Stuart and Sharon Croft,
Just standing here today.
Karen Kennel, Peter Mabry,
Thinking son, don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me
Julie.
so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Yeah, what's going
I
on?
know, Ruth.
Yeah, what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. What's going on? Thinking son, and thinking son, don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me
Mike, Johnny Knight.
so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on?
I enjoyed Florida golf. You're going, guys. What a fantastic night. Love it.
Happy.
The G&T 100 Club. Georgie's been guitar. It's the end. But I'm so happy tonight, as Annette Sherlock pointed out earlier on. I'm happy because I went through the whole show without any interruptions, and that means the world to me, because I know a lot of you out there are on your phones, and when you have the interruptions and you've got to get back on and all this shit that it involves, it really annoys me. So tonight on YouTube, the whole 3 hours is there. I can't guarantee it's going to be like this every week. Hopefully it will be, fingers crossed. But this is a good streaming channel, and it works. I know at the start there was a few problems with buffering and things like that, but the whole night after that it was absolutely fantastic. And all your feedback about it all tonight has been excellent. So till next week, TeeBee loves you, and Georgie loves you too. I'll see you all again next week.